How did we go from baby bottles to black eyes in less than 60 seconds? Who swung first, and most importantly, whose baby was being born when all hell broke loose? A full-fledged fistfight broke out in the delivery room. You heard that right. It wasn't a baby shower, reunion special, or even backstage at a rap battle. Remy Ma and Claressa Shields threw hands while someone was literally in labor, and guess what? The nurse tried to step in and immediately regretted it. The most disrespectful scene in hospital history, according to sources, was when a nurse yelled, "This isn't in my job description." Remy then grabbed off her gloves and lunged, and Claressa, oh sis, came ready. Was a love triangle meltdown, a botched DNA test, or just Remy having another unhinged moment? Hold on tight, because what we're about to reveal may be the most outrageous celebrity delivery room drama ever. Grab your popcorn, hide your scrubs, and get ready for a whole new level of madness. With a scream, not the kind you expect in a delivery room, not the kind that comes with pushing and breathing and a new life number. And it wasn't because of a baby. Instead, it was because two grown women chose to throw their hands next to a fetal heart monitor. Remy Ma entered the hospital, as if she owned it, wearing black sunglasses, a designer bag, and a vibe that the thermostat dropped. Claressa Shields was already 10 centimeters into labor when Remy arrived, and for some reason, no one stopped her. Perhaps they were afraid, curious, or perhaps they were curious. Nurses froze Papoos's face blank as if his soul had been checked out the moment she crossed the doorway. Remy didn't say hello, didn't ask about the baby, and instead just looked at Claressa, who was sweating and breathing vulnerably, saying, "Let's see if this baby got my man's nose." They knew something crazy was about to happen, because the moment Remy entered the room, the tension changed, and you could feel it sliding across the floor like a wet mop. Claressa was already tense when she entered and began discussing genetics. But this was the last straw. She gritted her teeth and said it without even looking, and Remy didn't flinch. She then stepped closer slowly, like a villain in a horror film, and whispered something into Claressa's ear. No one knows what she said, but it had to be offensive because what followed set off a chain of events that sent the entire floor reeling. Just hours earlier, Claressa was eating ice chips and making plans for baby names. Here's the twist. Remy ducked, but she did more than just duck. She dipped, dodged, and created a pillow swing so violent that it tore at the seams, leaving feathers all over the place like a snow globe full of chaos and regret. And where was Papoose, the man who was allegedly tied to both women, standing in the corner like a bootleg wax figure? He didn't move or blink, just stood there and watched as a nurse attempted to avoid flying IV lines while a nurse attempted to avoid flying IV lines. One of the nurses will call her Tasha because she's now allegedly on "This isn't in my job description," said leave, setting off the emergency alarm. However, it was too late. The fight had already begun, hair had been pulled, the baby monitor had been knocked to the ground, a tray of sterile tools had clattered like marching band cymbals, and Claressa was screaming about loyalty lies, not being anyone's side character, and betrayal contracts while she was pushing and punching. In the midst of all of this, the poor nurse was trying to separate two women who could both bench press her without breaking a sweat. But this is the part that turned the internet upside down. The hospital security camera somehow captured the entire mess in crystal clear 4K, and guess who leaked it? An anonymous Reddit user who claimed to be a daughter who was tatted up 96 said that it wasn't a staff member but the hospital DJ. Yes, you read that right, the hospital DJ. He was supposed to be playing calming baby lullabies, but instead, the Remy Ma vs. Claressa Labor Lockdown edition was a real-life, cut-free version of the video. As soon as it went viral, the Shade Room reposted it, followed by Lipstick Alley and Twitter, where the hashtags were out of control. Among the reactions were the following: "I just watched a woman give birth and throw hands at the same time. God is still making warriors. Papoose really stood there like he was buffering. And Jazz Labor Room Rumble. Jazza Remy versus Claressa Gia Papoose pick a side. Jaja nurse needs therapy." The fight was even altered to resemble a scene from Mortal Kombat, complete with health bars and the caption, "Finish her." However, beneath all the jokes and memes, there was a very real question that everyone wanted to know the answer to. Why? Did Remy actually show up? Wasn't a surprise visit. It wasn't about love, closure, or even the baby. Some people think Remy learned something explosive just before the baby was born. It could have been a DNA test, a text from Pap, or even an old video that finally verified everything. She feared whatever it was, she didn't come to talk. She came to settle a score, and just when you thought this couldn't get any worse, the 17-second clip split the internet in two. Regardless of who was right or wrong, the moment that feather-filled chaos from inside Claressa's delivery room went viral, it was already history. Let's go through it frame by frame. The leaked video begins with Remy Ma standing over Claressa's bed as if she's serving court papers rather than checking on a newborn, her expression emotionless and emotionless. The clip freezes mid-punch, and you hear someone in the room gasp and another voice saying, "Oh no, she didn't." That person sounded a lot like DJ Tone 808, who was supposed to be playing relaxing rainfall sounds, but instead caught a UFC promo in real time. After that, everyone had an opinion. There was no softness, just straight-up war ready. Claressa was panting, sweating, holding her belly with one hand and holding the hospital railing with the other. She looks up like she's about to say something profound, but instead she just swings. In Facebook groups, everyone was discussing everything from beauty influencers to battle rappers to aunties. The memes and theories continued, though. One purported, Hospital Insider tweeted, "Y'all don't even know half of what went down. That wasn't a fight. That was revenge." Remy discovered something just before she entered, and another post displayed an alleged screenshot of a DNA test labeled Shields. Claressa with the alleged father's name redacted, but the timestamp the same morning as the delivery. Now, let's be honest for a moment. Does that confirm anything? What began as a tumultuous altercation in a hospital room quickly turned into a full-fledged investigation, with people analyzing background audio to try to lip-read Remy's whisper into Claressa's ear and wondering whether Remy Ma actually hacked the hospital system to access records. Of course, that part is probably fake, but in this story, the lies spread more quickly than the truth. To make matters even more bizarre, an audio recording appeared on a gossip blog 12 hours after the incident. The audio shows three distinct voices: Claressa, Remy, and what fans believe to be Papoose. Claressa's voice says, "I told you I didn't plan this. I didn't mean for it to go this far." Remy then says, "Don't play me. You were never just a friend. You had a whole timeline behind my back." There is silence until a male voice, probably Pap, mutters, "Let's just focus on the baby." Focus on the baby, brother. You had months to focus on the baby. The comment sections were enraged by Ray's next line, "You better pray that baby doesn't look like you." People claimed that she already knew she had the test because she had seen something before entering the hospital. And if that wasn't crazy enough, a former hospital nurse allegedly DM'd a blogger who claimed Claressa had listed Papoose Mackey as a support person, not a family member or a friend, on her admittance form. Whether that was protocol or pettiness is up for debate, but the drama is undeniable. One tweet went viral with the caption, "Papoose in the corner," asking, "Which one do I hand the baby to another?" Remy Ma fought for her man while Claressa fought with her man, while the baby was just trying to be born in peace. And let's not forget about the hospital staff for a moment. Poor nurse Tasha, who attempted to step in, is now a full-fledged TikTok. And Papoose man, this is the biggest L he's taken since he spelled loyalty in Sharpie across his fitted cap and was cheated on 5 seasons later. The doctor went silent after she posted a storytime video and scrubbed the following day while drinking tea and mouthing the line, "Y'all aren't even ready." To a Nicki Minaj beat, the doctor reportedly asked to be reassigned and now only delivers cats and small dogs at a nearby pet hospital. The man said, "I didn't sign up for love and hip-hop maternity ward, but even with all the memes, drama, and chaos, there's a question that no one can ignore. What happens now? Remy Ma might have thrown the first pillow, Claressa might have thrown the first punch, and the entire world is waiting for Papoose's next move, and that attention is focused on him because he hasn't made a single public statement since the delivery room incident. Fans are demanding a statement, and Claressa's camp is reportedly preparing a legal defense, and Ray's public relations team has gone into full lockdown mode. The hospital is reportedly reviewing security protocols and may even file charges for care disruption. When a public altercation breaks out next to a birthing bed, it's rare but definitely possible. If you thought that's where the madness ends, think again. The silence didn't last long, and now Papoose is being attacked from all sides. Claressa's camp and Remy's inner circle are publicly questioning whether he's as innocent as he's acting to be. People are asking the questions such as, was Papoose really just the support person? Did he know about Claressa's pregnancy? Before Remy discovered that he had been playing both sides the entire time, the public began to speculate as to whether Papoose was actually the biological father of Claressa's child. If you think is dramatic, get ready for even more crazy stuff to come. Behind the scenes, we're hearing from an alleged anonymous hospital source who says Papoose spent the entire labor in a private room with his phone by his side, not by Claressa's side, and not holding her hand. The source claims Papoose was in a room making calls to some significant individuals. And here's the thing. The rumors surrounding this aren't just entertainment gossip. After all of this, Claressa's camp is now looking into possible parental rights. They're looking into DNA testing. They're gathering evidence. And some conspiracy theorists claim he was calling people to secure his next big project, while others speculate he was negotiating a deal for a reality show based on this very drama. Let's face it, in this world of fake news scandals, it's always possible. Playing the victim, they're getting ready for a full-on custody battle. And let's not even talk about Remy Ma, who has been completely absent from social media for days, not even posting cryptic posts to keep her followers guessing. But she has a plan. Her legal team is reportedly working extra hours to make sure that Papoose's baby isn't claiming her throne because, let's face it, this isn't just a family drama. It's a reputation war. And for someone like Remy Ma, who has spent years building her empire, this scandal threatens to topple everything she's. We're also hearing from insiders that a full-fledged investigation into the hospital's role in this mess is underway. From the leaked footage to the chaotic delivery room scene, the hospital is reportedly facing lawsuits from both sides. The security breach, the unprofessional behavior, and the inability to prevent a brawl during a life-threatening delivery. She may be smiling in public, but behind closed doors, she's planning to make sure Papoose doesn't pull a fast one and walk away with a crown and possibly more than just a baby. A prime target for an investigation, not to mention the hospital staff and the nurse who attempted to break it up. She has been suspended indefinitely, but don't feel sorry for her just yet. Rumor has it that she is now trying to take advantage of the situation by writing a tell-all book. Now, let's consider the media frenzy that ensued. As soon as the leaked footage was released, it went viral and set the internet on fire. Everyone, including their grandmother, had something to say. Was it a publicity stunt? Did Papoose know about this baby? Was the entire situation set up by Claressa? Remy Ma was dragged through the mud in numerous viral videos and commentary channels, transforming this delivery room altercation into full-fledged documentaries. And who's emerging as the true star of this drama? Claressa Shields has remained mostly silent, allowing the world to speculate while she stays above the fray. But the rumors are growing louder, suggesting that Claressa may have been playing the long game all along. You see, Remy Ma and Papoose have always been publicly. As Papoose and Ray's relationship started to fall apart, Claressa was preparing for this moment from the shadows. If the rumors are true, she's about to walk away with everything, including public sympathy and possibly a significant career boost. Meanwhile, Papoose's career is in ruins, and you can only imagine the backlash he's been facing. This entire situation has portrayed him as the weakest link, the guy who couldn't. He has been accused of being the puppet master behind the scenes, and fans have been calling him out for being too quiet in his own marriage. However, no one is buying that narrative anymore, and everyone is beginning to wonder if he is actually the father or if he simply got caught up in an affair that ruined his life. And now for the big twist you didn't see coming. Claressa is making moves. According to reports, she is already in talks with major entertainment networks for an exclusive sit-down about the entire drama, describing how she went from boxing champion to real-life soap opera star talk about a career pivot. In what ways will Remy and Papoose survive this scandal? Will they be able to reconcile, or will it end their marriage? Will the baby be a symbol of peace between the two parties, or will it be used as the ultimate negotiating chip in a custody battle? The drama has only just begun, and the world is watching. But one thing is certain. This is a battle that won't end quietly. So buckle up, because the fallout will be severe. All of their futures will be impacted by this scandal, and we'll be here to provide you with every shocking update as it happens. So we'll let you viewers decide what's really happening between Remy, Papoose, and Claressa. Who do you think is most at fault in this whole situation? Will Papoose and Remy survive this? Or is it the end of an era? Leave a comment, subscribe, and stay tuned because we'll be dropping more exclusive updates that will keep you on the edge of your seat. You won't want to miss a second of this drama, we assure you. If you're as engrossed in this crazy situation as we are, hit the like button because we know you're dying for more updates on this ongoing drama. Was Remy Ma justified in entering that delivery room? Or did Claressa have every right to defend herself? Is Papoose really behind this whole mess? Or has he been caught in a fight he didn't ask for? What about the baby? Will it be the one thing that brings peace between these two women? Or will it be used as a weapon in a custody dispute that could destroy their lives? As this firestorm continues to burn through the headlines, we'll be back with more exclusive leaks, shocking revelations, and all the messy drama you love. Keep it locked to the Gossip Spill vibe, where the truth is never pretty, but it's always entertaining. Don't forget to share with your friends and hit subscribe so you don't miss any jaw-dropping twists in this story.